All right, so Slater Trout, you graduated high school this year, been a little quiet on the scene. What are we gonna see over the next year from Slater Trout?
Yeah, this last year I focused on school, and I graduated from a private academy in Hawaii in May, so that was really exciting, and I'm glad to get that over with. And now it's just 100% focus for paddling. Yeah, I've got the season's kind of coming to an end right now. I've got the big race this weekend, which has been my main focus, and then after that, a couple surf trips, a couple races here around Christmas time, like December, and yeah, just enjoying myself. You know, I'm taking this year off just to paddle and travel and really enjoy myself. So I'm looking forward to it.
Are we gonna see a Molokai next year?
Yeah. That's kind of like the end goal. That's like the big plan. Molokai is definitely in the back of my mind, and I didn't do it this year, and people patted me on the back for not doing it this year because the one year I picked not to do it was the worst conditions they've had in like 10 or 15 years or something. And so I'm kind of glad I didn't do it this year, but next year you'll see me there for sure.
So you're kind of a diverse paddler. Like, we went on a trip down the Salmon River. You do downwinding, you do racing, you're a surfer. I mean, is there anything else that you want to focus on more this year, that you want to build? Anything that you're super stoked on?
You know, doing that river trip this year on the Salmon was kind of an eye-opener for me. Like, I knew I liked rivers, and I haven't done too many rivers prior to that trip, and that trip really got me stoked on rivers. And so the Pay at River Games, I'm really looking forward to that event. Huge prize money, it's unreal, so thank you to them. And GQ's coming.
Oh yeah.
I just had to, you know, say what's
Mr.
up.
Lenny.
Good to see you all.
Congratulations.
Yeah, Slater.
Dude.
You're lucky you missed
Hey,
Molokai. I'm just gonna say that much.
I already talked about that. I know. Next year.
It was like taking a nail, sticking in your eye, and slowly pounding it in for 5.5 hours. But
hey,
there was nothing
PG
more
viewers.
satisfying.
We have PG viewers.
There's nothing more satisfying than making it across. But
I was just talking to Connor about this, and we're like missing the trifecta right now, like last year. But you guys compete at like the highest level against each other. I mean, how do you keep these friendships and then being on the competitive field, so to speak, separate?
oh, we hate each other. We just
I
put
knew
on
it.
a pretty good front for everybody.
I'm trying to scoot over right now, but
Yeah,
it's
like
we just don't want to brush up against each other.
Ooh, yeah.
No.
It's pretty funny because we all grew up on Maui. We've all known each other since we were little kids, so it's just so cool to be able to like kind of grow up in as, you know, young adults, but as well as in this young sport, and be doing it kind of all on the same level. And you know, I wouldn't be more stoked than, you know, being able to compete against these guys, my good friends and stuff, and be able to push envelope with those guys because you know, we all came from, you know, the same island, and the fact that we could, you know, be on this world stage is super special. I mean, it's pretty epic.
Yeah, it's true. Like, you know, on the water, you know, you're always trying to do your best, but when you get off the water, it's like, you know, at the end of the day, and like he said, the sport's so young, we all kind of grew up with it. Like, the sport is our friend. We grew up with the sport because it is so young, and so we all kind of understand each other on a different level, and we understand and respect one another, and we know how hard, you know, each other works, training for events and different things. And so there's a certain level of respect. I think that's always going to be there, just because, you know, from the early days we know what it takes, and you know, pushing each other. It's just this borderline of respect, I think.
I think that to sum it up is when we're on the beach, best of friends. When we're on the water, we want to rip each other's heads off, and like, that's not saying it conservatively, and that's good because, you know, we wouldn't, you know, be pushing ourselves to that limit, and we wouldn't be doing the sport justice if we were, you know, letting each other, you know, switch off wins. I mean, honestly, when we're out there, you know, I'm best friends with Slater, but when we're both out there, we want to, you know, absolutely cream each other, and that's good for both of us, and I think that's good for the sport, and I think everyone appreciates it watching on the beach.
Yeah.
But then again, when we come back down to the beach, you know, it's like best of friends, and that's what it's about. It's to be able to, you know, push each other on the water, and then when we come to the beach, just being best of friends.
Mika, you've won a lot of stuff. This is your first SUP Awards win. How does that feel?
Yeah, I'm super stoked. First, you know, SUP award, and, you know, for first place, and again, it's such an honor to be, voted in as everyone's favorite stand-up paddler. I mean, there's so many amazing athletes, and I've really tried my best to be the best athlete that I could be, and basically try to just enjoy the sport as much as I can, because this is a wonderful time to be a part of the sport. And it's great to be under this stage over here. I was just laughing with somebody earlier that I'm like, if this building like somehow collapsed, there'd be like no top stand-up paddlers anymore. It'd be just like the sport would have to take like 5 years to get it back on its feet or something, because all the best guys are in there. And so yeah, again, to be picked as this, I think there's so many other guys that deserve it as well.
Excellent, guys. Well, good luck to both of you this weekend. It's always fun talking to you.
Thank you.
And we'll see you out there.
Yep,
right.
You ready?
Let's do it.
Shake and bake.
2015, Shake and bake.
Shake and bake. Let's
All right,
do
boys.
this.
Thank you.
Enjoy your
Right
evening.
on, Will.